Hello, my name is Hideo Nagahashi, and today I want to talk about completing the square of the quadratic function. So let me start. Well, earlier we have studied three forms of quadratic function, namely, let's see. We studied vertex form and standard form, and then factored form. Okay. In general, the vertex form looks like this: a times x minus h squared plus k. Then standard form, so y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Then factored form. So a times x minus p, x minus q. Then we've seen that, so each of forms, all of them are important. Okay? And then we also learned how to go back and forth. So for example, how do you get standard form from the vertex form? So you have to FOIL. Okay? So FOIL this part. So you have to square, multiply out. Okay? Then from standard form to factored form, so of course you just have to factor here. Okay? Then how about the other way? So of course you just again, so you have to multiply out, so by FOIL. Okay? Then so now the problem is, the hardest one is this direction here. Okay? So given the standard form, so how do you get the vertex form? Okay? So today I want to focus on this technique, and this technique is called completing the square. Okay? So let me start from let me do the example here. Okay? Okay, so now, so this is probably one of the difficult technique in this level of math. So I just explain step by step. Okay, so the first step. So what you need to do is you pay attention to the quadratic and the linear term, and then just temporarily forget this factor first two by the coefficient. So then I just leave 10. Like that. Okay. So now what's inside? So that's x squared, and then this is 12. So I took out 2. So this is minus 6x here. Okay. And then next step is crucial. Okay. Here. No? So remember my goal is to get x minus h squared. Okay? So I really want to factor this part to get this. So to do this, so there's something missing here. Okay? So at this point it's hard to figure out what this is. So that's why instead you just imagine what happens in the next line here. Okay? So your goal is to really to get something like this here. Okay. So maybe you want to call this temporary. So you want to call this maybe just I can assign the letter but just a box like that here. Okay. Then here, so I supply later here. So just imagine. No? Since this is equal, so just imagine you just go back and you multiply this one out to go back. So then what you get here? So this is x minus something squared. So it's just this, like this. So if you follow this, you have x squared minus box x minus box x plus box squared, okay, by following. Then you put this together, then you have, you have negative 6x here. Okay? So that's why what this should be here. Okay? So this is the same number, okay? The same number because it's squared. Then you just put together, so you get 6. So that's why this should be really 3, namely half of 6. Okay? Okay? So now I figured this out. So this really is 3. Okay? Let me check. Okay? So if I get 3 for that box, then I have, let me just write, okay, x squared minus, 3x minus 3x plus 3 squared is 9. Okay? Then together I get negative 6x. Okay? So that's why, before I figure out this, so I know that this has to be 3. But now, this also tells you what's missing here. Okay? That's exactly the number here. Okay? What I need here is plus 9. Okay? But of course, this is equal. I can't get plus 9 free. Okay? If I just add 9, of course, I have to cure it. They cancel this one by just subtracting 9 here. Okay? So the reason for this technique is hardest is because without knowing what's going on, if you just suddenly just see this, then you might see the what's the hell going on here. So why it's plus 9 and minus 9? So you have no idea until you really get to the next line here. Okay? So that's why this is hard. So here is a key. Key to get this. So let me call this like a secret number. Okay? So the key to get this secret is, so by looking at this 6, so first you have to divide by 2. So you just halve, okay, the 6 to get 3. Then this 3 really tells you what's missing here. Namely, the second thing you have to do is you square this 3 to get 9 here. Okay? So that's why looking at this 6, so you really have to go to this and then go back to get 9. So that's why this is very hard here. Okay? But now once you get this, so now the rest is now okay, easy. Okay? So now how do you complete? So this is still incomplete. Okay? So these 3 now, so this is just by factoring. So it's x minus 3 squared. So now, so you have to take care of the rest. Okay? So this is negative 9, but remember this negative 9 is inside, okay? Inside this parenthesis. So that's why this is really 2 times the negative 9, which is negative 18. Then plus 10 is, remember, this is just, you just keep copying this one. Okay? Finally, you have 2 times x minus 3 squared minus 8. And that's what we want. Right? So that's the vertex form. Okay? So that's how you complete the square. Okay? So even though this way is hard, but the good news is you can always check this is correct or not by just avoiding, okay? By multiplying this out to check it. Yeah. Okay? So I really recommend you to check. Okay? Thank you.